working my clinch for the Fabian fight too. So I just rolled in from the Fabian fight to this fight. So a lot of that work, now I can say the Mike Shipman fight, my SC joint popped out of my chest. It's still out. That happened in the first round. So I couldn't really show my work that I wanted to do in Mike Shipman fight in the second or third round. Fabian's a hell of a fighter. Couldn't really get my game plan going. So I finally got to work some clinch stuff, some non-wrestler shit. You know, but that's the name of the game. Sometimes you work on this stuff for that fight, and you end up doing it 2 fights later. So, but that's the fight life, man. You try to show what you can in there, but it's harder than you think.
100%.
Harder to punch a dude in the face, man.
Finalist before, obviously, this season cut a little bit short. Do you want to get back in there next year, or what's the plan for you next year?
Man, I'll get back in there at the end of the year. I know they have 2 more international fights out of the country. I think so. I don't know. I know at least one. I'll be ready to fight there again to be the end of the year. If I get 4 fights in this year, man, I'll be blessed. But PFL's done me well. Give me 3 fights. This one at home. Got my daughter got to see me win, so that was probably the best highlight. Watching those little headphones out there, protecting her ears. But man, that was the best.
How many times has she watched you fight so far?
Twice. She saw me lose. She was in my wife's belly the first fight against Shipman. So that felt like a win. She's already past the halfway mark, so let's just say she was here. Second fight was tough. Good thing she's a baby, she don't know what's going on. Third fight, she still doesn't know what's going on, but I'm happy.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Was it at all, I guess, frustrating having to show up? You know, the middleweight final is going on. You obviously wanted to be a part of it. Was it frustrating at all to have to compete on a night like tonight?
Not at all, man. It's the opposite. It's a blessing. I could be like some other guys who lost and they have to finish the end of the year off for not getting back on the win column. Ali called me 3 days later. My leg was still swollen. My face was still swollen up. My heart was still broken. And I told Ali, absolutely. You know what I mean? I'll take this. I'll give me the fight. It came about and I took it. You know, tomorrow's never promised, I guess you could say, or whatever the saying is. So, I'm a fighter, man. Some guys could pull out the 29-0. Most guys don't. It's hard, but you gotta come show up. Doesn't pour you. I don't know what's for tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen. But you gotta walk into the unexpected, right? This is the name of the game, and I love doing it. So I'm super blessed to get that phone call.
There's so much energy going on right now at middleweight. Obviously, Fabian and Dalton are making noise. This shake-up with Costello and Johnny Evelyn. I mean, can you just talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to next year out of this division?
Yeah, man. You know, I know that, like you said, the middleweight class is a little shook and up. There's people beating these guys, and this guy's fighting that guy, and this guy has another chance, most likely. I'm right there with those guys. I know I have some tough fights, but look at my losses, man. They're only to tough dudes, man, that's been in some sort of championship fight in their life or some sort of culture of that nature, man. And I'm right there. I just taking a different route, man. I guess my route's a little longer. It's a little bit more of a heartbreaking route, but I'm right there. I will be at the front doorstep every time they call me until the wheels fall off.
Congrats.
Thank you, man.
Congrats, Josh.
Thank you.
Obviously, Murad's game plan is typically to initiate the wrestling, and it looked like that was his game plan once again. Were you surprised that he didn't shoot more?
Man, I would like to see the shoot count, but he shot easily more than 5 times, I would say. To be honest, he got here some good shots, but that was part of the game plan was to kind of hold your ground, punch when he's punching. You know, the first round got a little slow to throw my hands, but eventually my knees and elbows started. And I knew once the clinch was initiated, we were on the fence. I knew I was going to be able to hit him with the shots you don't see coming, right? The little knees to the lung, to the side, the little elbows to the side of the head. And then I threw some big knees too. There's some big knees where if it was practice, I would have been like, you okay? You know, I would have checked on the guy, but I had to tell myself, it's not that time. So
It's fighting time.
it was a great fight. To be honest, it was stylistically in my favor. I love fighting guys like that. Give me wrestlers all day long. I love that.
And with that being said, you brought up the knees and elbows. It seemed like everything right up the middle was landing for you. Is that something you saw more once you got into the cage, or was that just always the plan?
That's something coming from as a wrestler. When you wrestle, you tend to put forward pressure, which causes for you to be on your tippy toes, and you have shoulder forward pressure, which you don't have your legs underneath you, so you kind of have this weird. It's strong. You can hold the guy up, but you're very open in the middle. You know, so if Murad would have came into a clinching position, like a Thai style, it would have been way harder to land those knees. But all I had to do was just lift my leg up and just throw my elbow in between, and he kind of hit his head on that elbow, you know? And you do that a couple times, and the other guy's just wrestling. Nowadays, the judges will give it to you, man. Take it as a wrestler. I've learned my lesson many times.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
You mentioned how you want to fight again at the end of the year. The middleweight division is one of the worst stacked divisions in the PFL. Is there any specific names that interest you?
Being in the tournament, it's been hard for me to work on that part of my career, calling people out, because I've always had like 7 guys to deal with. As far as I know, I'm new to the middleweight as well. I fought Impu twice. I fought Fabian. Johnny and Don are my teammates. We got Costello, but he's there, you know. So I don't know if I'm in that place where I could call guys out really, because I only think of the top guys. I think I need 1 or 2 good wins. But the PFL season's different. They have the tournament style, so I don't know what format they're gonna come up with. But like I said, man, I'm a fighter. Sometimes some fight careers, you win 2, you lose 1, you win 3, you lose 1, you lose 2, you win. So that's how it goes sometimes, man. So I'm just happy I got to win tonight, man. And shit, man, I get to go see my daughter and not be like heartbroken right now. So this is good.
And this might be like a tough question to answer. We had Costello here like a few minutes ago. He was saying that the winner of tonight's final is going to be to win the B belt. He has the A belt. In MMA, it's not often that you see like 2 belts in the same weight class kind of circling around. Obviously, it's not with PFL, but do you put more stock on the tournament belt, or I guess the other belt that's built around matchmaking?
Listen, man, don't take those guys as shine away because it's their night, you know? When you're in a crowd, learn to applause. When you're on stage, learn to perform. You know, it's Dalton and Fabian's night to go figure it out. There's no A, B belt. That's a tournament style. I invite Costello to try the tournament. It's a lot harder than you think, man. A lot harder than you think. And it's not just the fighting part, man. It's, I believe it's 16 weeks of camp. Or however you want to fucking call it. 16 weeks of just like chaos and trying to balance, you know, so. And on top of that, his fight was super close, and we all know that. Johnny was winning that fight easily, so A, B belt, and I'm not taking anything from him either, but yeah, leave those guys alone, man. Let them go win their belt. You know, let them best man win.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Josh, congratulations. I know you talked about your defense. Your defense was really good against the takedown. About the knees, that was very good as well. I'm curious, going into that 3rd round, was the corner telling you anything? Just what was your mindset going into that 3rd round?
Yeah, man, my corner was, it was amazing, man. It was amazing. My God, of course the corner was telling me something. You know, but
yeah, but what was it?
it was, man, it was like the perfect relationship, you know what I mean? The first round, obviously the first round is unknown. We knew he was going to wrestle, but then from the 2nd to 3rd round, my dad, you know what he wants, He's southpaw. As soon as he's southpaw, bing, I would kick the calf. And then Murad started giving me the answers that I needed. You know, the fight develops, the guy starts to get tired, and then by the end of the 2nd round to the 3rd, I knew the only thing that could happen to me is I get finished, submitted or KO'd, but I knew I was going to win that fight.
And I was curious, did you hurt your leg a little bit in the 3rd round?
No, so he actually threw a kick and it hit me in my gooch. It hit me right between my gooch, and it still kind of hurts a little bit. So I was trying to let Keith, and I was like, Keith. But then my dad was like, a minute 20. I said, I guess the gooch got stiff. It wasn't a nut shot, but it was in between there. You know what I mean? Because I think I threw a knee and he threw a kick at the same time. It was a weird scissor thing going on.
And then lastly, what did Conan say to you after the fight?
He says a lot of things to me. When we were hugging each other.
Was it a good fight?
It was a good fight, man. I almost want to hear. I almost thought I heard his voice cracking a little bit. I think he cried a little bit in my shoulder. He cried a little. I think we were crying together a little bit. Tears of joy, though. Tears of joy.
I mean, usually the lunch is by the coach after the fight. The dads have to show up.
Yeah, Dad showed up. Hey, Barbarian Tears.
Oh, it's my
Barbarian
kid.
Tears work in reverse. They come out and they go back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an infinity pool.
Learn something new. Learn something new every day.
Barbarian Tears are is an infinity pool.
At the end of the day, he's my kid. I have to enjoy to see him win.
Yeah.
Hey Josh, congrats.
Yes. Oh, what's up, buddy?
How good does it feel not only get back in the win column, having your daughter here, doing it in your backyard? Does it feel like it was all the perfect moment to get this win tonight?
Yeah, man, perfect moment. A little bit of nervousness, you know, like my daughter's 3 months. She doesn't know what's happening, but from bringing her into the casino, from her headphones fitting perfect, to hopefully there are a lot of people smoking cigarettes around, to having everything ready so I could go say hi to her and put her back in the car so she can go be a baby again. You know, just that part, nothing to do with fighting. Was just, it was a process that I dealt with, and I understood that everybody who was around me, my team, from family to coaches, everybody had to play their part perfectly for things to feel the way it is today, man. We did a good job. From family to coaches to, it was great. It's been a long year, man. We still got a little bit left of this, so.
We do, and I think the tournament has chronicled and profiled a lot of fighters, yourself included. Obviously, you and your father have a great story to tell. Do you think the PFL has done a good job this year through the World Tournament in telling the stories of these fighters?
Yeah, man, I would say out of all the years I've been with the PFL, this year has probably been overall like a more enjoyable year in the sense of like organization, in the sense of like the show, from the schedule to even the competition, man. You know, and I love being every step of the way with it. I kind of grew with the show. I don't want to call it, but I feel like I'm a veteran now. I'm a PFL veteran, and I don't know if you guys are supposed to say that when you're retired, but I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. But I just feel like I understand this show a little bit, and as long as I perform, you know, they continue to support me and, you know, give me a chance to do my thing.